internet. It's Alan again. I was gonna make this video once the podcast got running, or at least until I got my hair done, but it's really been weighing on my spirit, and I gotta get this done now. In wake of the recent events, or at least the recent outcry and national attention to what seemed to be back to back, the deaths of Ahmaud Arbery and Breonna Taylor, and of course George Floyd. Another argument, another facet of this struggle has reared its head, and it's an internal struggle where not only was Breonna Taylor lost a lot in the conversation, even though her specific instance speaks to specific policies that lead to our victimization, but it seemed that she got muted. And when you go out here and you look historically over these demonstrations and these protests, black women are leading the charge. And of course, in that, one of our sisters, who for the remainder of the video I'm going to refer to by her nickname, but out of respect, I have to say her whole name, Miss Oluwatoyin Salau, went missing, was ultimately found dead. And as the days, weeks went by, we ended up finding out that she had been raped and murdered and abducted by a black man. But we kind of knew while it was happening because she had been tweeting that she had been getting assaulted by a man, even dropped his whole deets. So she solved her own murder before it even happened. And the hashtag became trending to protect black women. Something that should be innate, that should not be a cause for contention and argument, somehow became a debate on social media. And frankly, I just had to ask, who raised y'all niggas? Like, y'all are embarrassing. As both a man, a black man, I don't understand how you operate. I don't understand how we breathe the same air. Hearing protect black women was so offensive, so triggering to you that you decided to go off on various rabbit holes on why it should be conditional or why you don't do it. So much so that I had to go and make a list of all the rabbit holes and tangents of why you guys sit here and offer up why you can't, why it's so foreign for you to protect black women. Among them, black women don't submit. These women are strangers. What are we, superheroes? They're trying to steal the spotlight, one up us on their victimhood. Some of you even childish motherfuckers said, oh, we don't need you. Yes, sure we don't. They're unattractive to you, so you don't feel like you owe them anything, or they just won't give you the pump, so why should you? Almost like, why are you paying for dinner, right? And some of you idiots have gone down the Hotep conspiracy thing. Oh, since Black Lives Matter was founded by some lesbians who were funded by the white man, it's really a deep state plot to undermine us. Y'all are idiots. And more importantly, you're cowards. Because that's the real reason. It has nothing to do with what's going on with black women and everything to do with your fear, your individual fear, and inability to reconcile it, coupled with your just inadequacy as a man. Why do you have to go to the deepest extremes to fathom a situation where you would have to render protection for a black woman and then decide not to? Nobody's asking you out here to be Superman, to be bulletproof, to be poke-proof. But those are extreme scenarios, which if you were doing the bare minimum, you'll find that in the fell clutch of circumstance, you'll react. You won't even think about it. All we are asking you to do is make it uncomfortable for anybody to come around, your sisters, your daughters, your aunties, your moms, and think shit was sweet, that this is somebody to mess with. But you can't even do that. You can't even create a safe space for black women to exist, let alone fight for you. You know, we sit here and we say that who would have thought that while Toyin was out there fighting for black lives, fighting for black men, as women so often do, that she would even think that she would be beset upon by another black man. But honestly, I promise you, she knew full well she went out there anyway, because that's what it means to be a soldier, and that's the difference between her and you cowards. What she did with her fear versus what you say you'll do with yours. Fear is nothing to be ashamed of. How you reconcile that fear is. Because there can be no bravery without fear, and there can be no cowardice without fear. And you guys go to the yellow part of the light. And you make me sick. Honestly and true. Why does there have to be a contractual agreement? Why does Shorty have to be attractive or be willing to give you some for her to be worthy of your protection, which probably ain't worth a damn anyway? Why does she have to do everything the way you say, the way you do, to warrant being protected? Because it comes down to you don't want to. You're scared. You can't. Just say that. That will take you a lot further. And beyond that, let's not even act like that matters, because for the sisters who should absolutely get your protection. You know, your wives, your girlfriends. How many more names do we have to see in the headlines of them getting murdered? Just in the DMV a couple weeks ago, we had a YouTuber who I didn't know her channel at all, but I know somebody who knows her very well, and she was killed by her longtime boyfriend. And tell me that that dude at some point didn't say something to his friends that should have clued them in that he wasn't right in the head, but they laughed it off. You guys make it safe for them, but not for our women. And I'm telling you here on out, I'm by no means a tough guy. I mean, I get busy in scraps. You know, I don't think I'm Billy Badass. I don't think I'm bulletproof. But if I see it, I will bust your head to the white meat. It's that simple. I don't expect this to go viral. All right, I didn't make this to go viral, and I'm hoping that any man watching this, any male who thinks they're a man watching this, this is becoming directive. This is not an option for us. There will be no future without our women. And even if there was, what kind of future would there be? How could you look at yourself in the mirror letting this happen? I have sisters, and you know, one of them goes to college in New Orleans. And before, when she got accepted, I had to sit her down and tell her that, you know, they're different down there. Because I remember when I was in New Orleans in undergrad, and I saw a dude haul off and punch a girl in the face in the middle of Bourbon Street just because she said she had a boyfriend. Was respectful, didn't yell at him, nothing. She turned around, thought that was it, and it wasn't. And since then, so many more stories of women being beaten, shot, raped, all for what? From us. There will be no toleration around it. If I see you moving funny, I'm going to correct you. And I hope the rest of you feel the same way.